Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the tiger people. Later on, we're going to be doing a reading for the rabbit people. So let's just jump straight in it. Realistically, why hang about? We got things to do. Let's get it done. I am on location again today, so I'll apologize for any noise that may happen. I'll try and edit out the worst of it if it does occur. And as always, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, leave a comment below. Let us know what you feel about the reading. I do appreciate the feedback. Right, let's see where we are at. One from the bottom, one from there, one from the top. We have got a white, a black, and a black. Interesting. Let's see what's wanting with you, tiger people. Not a great start. We've got a karmic card there, but it happens to be the snake card. That's the negative karmic side. It is a white card, but white's not always all right. Something suspicious has happened at the moment, isn't there? Yeah, something suspicious. Or you're suspicious of something. The snake and the tiger, they don't really get on very well because they can't trust each other. The trust isn't there with snakes and tigers. I don't know why. It just doesn't happen. Most of the snakes I've met have always been quite distrusting or suspicious of tiger people and vice versa. And they don't even know it. They don't know that they're snake and tigers, or they don't know about the kind of conflict there. But either way, yeah, I think your levels of sympathy have come to an end, haven't they? Really, we're finding it hard to be sympathetic right now for people. Like, people always seem to have a woe is them, but they're not listening to the woe is you. And I think they feel threatened by you. I think somebody or something feels threatened by you because you're making a change, or you're being a bit more outspoken. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because you don't want to come across as intimidating, whatever the situation is. This could be in a relationship, I think. But then, I mean, your commitment could be to anything, but I do think it has got something to do with commitment. I think maybe you're questioning whether it is a commitment that's worth it or not, or if it is actually something that you see long term. Are you just holding on to something for the sake of it, kind of thing? Yeah. And I know you're not really necessarily a fan of being selfish or, thinking of yourself sometimes. Tigers can be renowned for their people pleasing. However, I think this is a time where you've had to take a step back. Maybe it's to do with health. Maybe your health is being affected, and you've had to take a step back for the sake of your own, sanity almost. Yeah. There seems to be sort of like some sort of cold blood going on at the moment. Some sort of like something that's very on edge. Something indifferent, a place that you're not necessarily comfortable with, but it's not necessarily something that you can fix. It's almost like a conflict that has no resolution, a misunderstanding that no matter how much you try to explain it or help them comprehend, they just don't get it. Maybe it's just something or someone that is incompatible with you. Maybe somebody just doesn't get it because they're not supposed to. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's just you've come to a conclusion and somebody else has come to a different one. Yeah, I think maybe you've got a lot of thinking to do as well. You've got to do a lot of thinking, my tiger friends. There is a thinking card from the thinking triangle. It's also that negative karmic card, and I think this is potentially leading you up to a catalyst, perhaps, or maybe something that you really need to get done and concentrate, and boom, there's your catalyst card. There we are. That rabbit there is a catalyst card. It's in the black. Change is happening. It may not even be good change. It could be change that is just something that you're going to feel uncomfortable with. But as we say, there is always silver lining in these things. I think communication is going to suffer, and I think that's why people aren't comprehending. It's why people aren't being very sympathetic towards you, or why you're not being sympathetic towards other people. It's hard to connect to people when there's no lines of communication or comprehension being had here. Yeah, I think it's easy for you to be a little bit rash at the moment as well, when realistically you need to conserve yourself a bit, but then you're not having a great time. This catalyst is pushing you towards more conflict than it is bringing you peace, which is a problem, especially for you, because you don't need that on your plate right now. As I say, this is going to affect your health potentially. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of hot-tempered moments, I feel, where you're going through a very frustrating time right now where things are irking you, like something's pulling your tail all the time. You're trying to do your best here, and I think it comes back to you need to be a bit more selfish. You need to be a little bit more reserved. You need to be looking out for yourself a little bit, turn yourself inwards a bit for that sort of inner self, that harmony, that recovery that you need. There's harmony and peace within you. You need to find it. You need to recover from this. Um, yeah, this may not be the best thing in the world, but your sort of like diplomatic approaches, you're wanting to negotiate and compromise here, they are not going to happen here. Change is on its way. I don't think you can avoid this, and I think it's going to make you quite angry, protective. It's going to make you frustrated. Your temper is going to be tested. Your patience is going to be tested. Yeah, you've got a bit of a way to go to get through this as well. You need to watch that tongue of yours, my lovely tiger person. You really don't want to be digging yourself a hole in this. You really don't. And I mean, obviously, the rabbit there is quite apt at digging holes and living in holes, but you are not. You are a tiger. And I think you are on the prowl for answers. You are looking for some sort of resolution. And I just don't know if you're going to find it, because this misunderstanding cannot be resolved. Like, you can keep repeating again and again and again. It's the definition of you can lead a horse to water, but you aren't going to make it drink. You're better off just drowning the bugger and moving on with your life. Potentially that's what you need to do, is contemplate or reflect, or maybe giving something up. Boom, there's your tiger card right there. Yeah, this is about selfishness, isn't it? You need to look after yourself right now. That snake, that rabbit, that tiger, they're all cards that are indicating things like you need to look out for yourself. You need to kind of remember who you are. You need to take a I don't know, a step back from helping people or trying to be there for people, or at least everybody. You can't help everybody. You've got a select few people that you have chosen as your people. These are the people that are in your life. You need to make sure that you're being, prioritizing them where it is needed and necessary, appropriately, respectively. Cut out the people that you don't want, or the people that are dragging you down. You need people that are going to encourage you, people that motivate you, people that are going to lift you up, people that give you purpose. That's what you need. People that give you purpose, people that are okay to watch you sit in squalor, or people that are happy to watch you become stagnant or allow you to deteriorate. These are not your friends. You want people that are going to get you out on your feet and get you out and active. You're a tiger for what it's worth, and that is adventure. That is seeking, new frontiers. That is being out there and getting hands-on and doing something, keeping busy. You can't have people steer you away from that. You need to remember who you are here. Get out of the petty habits or the bad routines. You need to leave the toxicity behind you. You need to identify where those red flags are and move away from them. You need to change. Change is happening. You need to make things better, because otherwise you are going to suffer in the long term. This is a temporary thing, I think. This is going to be short-lived, but it's going to be dragged out if you allow it. If you don't make the decision to actually make a difference or make these changes in your life, they are going to happen, and they're going to happen more aggressively. They're going to happen more swiftly, and they're going to happen when you least expect it. You're going to be literally taken unaware and unprepared. So why not be in control of your own destiny here and make those changes or the things you need to do now? At least then you can do it your way. Because they're going to have to be done eventually, and I know that it's easier said than done, but you are nothing but unpredictable. So if people expect you to go one way, go the other, and I wouldn't even feel bad about it. You need to think about you right now and be a little bit more selfish than you usually would be. I think realistically, these cards are telling you right now that if you don't start looking out for yourself, nobody else is going to. Nobody else is going to tell you. That snake there is in that white kind of place. It's a positive snake, which is saying being selfish is probably a good thing right now. Be appreciative of what you've got. Hold on to what you hold close to you. Yes, but being selfish is the way forward. That rabbit is the same. These are selfish people. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not trying to slate these people. It's just a trait. They look out for themselves. They're very apt at following their intuition. When the wind changes, they will be the first people that bail the ship. They're running for the lifeboats. These aren't the people that grab the oars or try and help people. Not necessarily. You are a tiger. You are a humanitarian. You are the people that want to help everybody, people please, make everybody happy, equality and fairness and all of that. Yes, it's a lovely idea and sentiment, but the truth of it is while you're concentrating on everybody else doing everything for everybody and making the most of what you want to get from them or what you hope for them, you are neglecting yourself. You are being a little bit more, I don't know, not focusing on yourself, I guess is the best way of putting it. So bring that focus back around, Tiger people, and start focusing on yourself this week. You need to do some more stuff for you, and that is evident in this now that Tiger card has come out at the end. So yeah, good luck this week. I really hope that you do bring this back around and you really do remember who you are, because you are passionate, and it's sad when we see Tigers not living their sort of more authentic selves and they become their sulky kind of selves. Yeah, less sulking, more trudging forward, Tiger people. We'll get there in the end, but we'll find out, won't we, next week when we come back and do another card reading next Tuesday. Later on, as I say, we'll be doing a reading for the rabbit people. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we'll be back tomorrow for the dragon and the snake, so don't miss that. And yeah, until next time, guys, love and peace.